I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The vision of Doral Academy Charter Middle High School is to set the standard for outstanding student achievement while providing a safe and nurturing academic environment.
Rise and shine, Firebirds. I'm Taylor Blanche. Today is January 15th, 2021, and welcome back to the 15th episode of our weekly show, The Rise. This weekend will be partly cloudy with a high of 76 and a low of 61 with only a 10% chance of rain, giving us the perfect weather to go outside. Coming up on today's show, some words from our counselors on how to approach the second semester, Veronica Silvosa with a rundown on movies to look out for this award season, a look at what FBTV does to get ready to compete in our upcoming national competition, Alyssa Zabala with trending topics, and lastly, your weekly announcements. All this and more coming up on this edition of The Rise. In local news, a former paramedic of the year in Florida has been arrested for stealing COVID vaccines. Joshua Colin reportedly stole 10 doses of the Moderna vaccine that were meant to be given to firefighters and other first responders. Officials said that Colin was given the vials of the vaccine to administer to the first responders, but set 3 apart after a fire captain asked him to give him some for his family. Colin later admitted to falsifying the paperwork and was arrested on Monday while covering for the captain. Amanda Gorman, the National Poet Laureate who spoke at the inauguration of President Biden last week, recently signed with IMG Models. Gorman, who has published 2 books, is now signed with the same agency that represents world-renowned models such as Kate Moss. She hasn't yet spoken about the signing, but did speak to Vogue about how fashion impacts her life, as well as her appearance at the inauguration. This was the first week of the third quarter, which also means it was the start of a new semester. With a school year as crazy as this one, it might be hard to get your thoughts organized and motivation high, but we have some words from our counselors to help you out. Here's Elia Mendoza with how to start the quarter fresh.
With the start of the second semester comes the start of the third quarter. Here's one of our school's counselors to give some advice on how to start this upcoming 9 weeks strong.
So right now it is really hard to stay motivated, and as counselors we definitely understand that. So there are a couple things that you can do to kind of help yourself stay motivated. So as you'll see, there are about 7 ways that you can work on yourself to help yourself stay motivated.
My favorite's definitely surrounding myself with people who help me be more motivated, who help me believe in myself, who remind me of what I'm capable of doing. I think your circle is so important because it's your thoughts around you, as well as how you speak to yourself is also my other favorite one.
Make sure that you reach out to your counselor if you feel like you're drowning and you need help, or you need help implementing these things. Like, that's what we're here for. And so just reach out to us anytime via email.
Signing off for Firebird TV, I'm Elia Mendoza, reporting.
After 2020, you might think that award season might be kind of dry. After all, producing movies in a pandemic is not an easy feat. However, Veronica Silvosa is here to keep us updated on some movies to look out for, just in time for prestigious awards.
Good morning, Firebirds. My name is Veronica Silvosa, and with award season coming up soon, it seems as though Hollywood has been put at a halt, and there aren't enough movies around to nominate. However, it may be a surprise that there have been several great releases from this past year, and there are even some to look out for in 2021 that could sneak into the Oscars race. First of all, Minari has been generating a lot of buzz in film festivals, and it's finally getting a wide release on February 12th. This A24-produced film follows a family of Korean immigrants as they search for the American dream in a small city in Arkansas. With 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, this is a certain nominee for Best Picture this year.
You are by far the most excruciating.
Next up, Zendaya will be starring in a Netflix film named Malcolm and Marie, directed by the creator of Euphoria. This film has been highly anticipated ever since the release of its trailer due to the cast and gorgeous black and white cinematography. As the first film to be written, filmed, and released during this pandemic, it's bound to make history. Overall, this upcoming award season won't be as disappointing as it seems. Several filmmakers were still able to release their creative voice during such a hectic year, to the delight of the viewers at home. Signing off, I'm Veronica Silvosa.
STN is a national competition that is an integral part of being an FBTV. However, this year will be a little different as we will be competing at home. Let's take a look at how our groups have been practicing for this new adjustment in the convention.
Over the past 20 years, students from schools all over the nation have been competing with their cameras, computers, and creativity at the annual STN convention. Usually the convention is taken all around the country every year in places like Los Angeles, Atlanta, and Orlando. But because of our current state of living due to the coronavirus pandemic, STN will be taken virtually. That, however, will not stop our own students in FBTV that will start practices for STN this week with the same winning attitude that they always have going into this convention. The bumps and blocks they face doesn't stop their passion to create, but challenges their imagination to move forward in spite of any setbacks.
After a pretty hectic academic week with the start of the new quarter and the PSAT, it's still important to stay updated on what's been trending on our socials this week. Here's Alyssa Zabala with your weekly trending topics.
Good morning, Firebirds. I'm Alyssa Zabala, here to keep you up with what's been going on all week in the media world. So at this point, we've all heard Driver's License by Olivia Rodrigo, but last week, Sabrina Carpenter, aka the blonde girl that Olivia talks about, wrote a song of her own. Sabrina's song, Skin, appeared to be a pretty direct response to Olivia and included some pointed lyrics about the situation. Since then, she's received major backlash on social media for basically writing a diss track on a 17-year-old. However, she says Skin refers to many different events in her life and was not intended to be perceived in this way at all. TikTokers are flooding our screens with the latest trend, vision boards. A vision board is a visual representation of your goals. They can be done on posters or on any photo editing app. You can print any quotes or pictures that help motivate you. Not only are these fun to make, but they help manifest your goals and dreams for the year to come. And after 2020, we all need a bit of motivation to keep us going. It's been 2021 for less than a month, and we've already been gifted with a new season of All-American. The third season premiered last Tuesday on the CW, and new episodes will continue being released every Tuesday. There's no official date for its release on Netflix, but we expect Season 3 by June. That's all for this week's trending topics. Now here are your weekly announcements.
There will be biology and algebra tutoring in Ms. Suarez's Zoom from 3 to 4 p.m. for high schoolers and from 4 to 6 for middle schoolers. There is an athletic bowl meeting today at 3 p.m. in Mr. Rodriguez's Zoom room. There will be an NHS meeting on Wednesday in Ms. Maldonado's Zoom room at 4 p.m. Senior Superlative nominations are now open. Visit Firebirds 2021 on Instagram for more information. That's all for this edition of The Rise. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media at Firebird TV for all the latest updates. Happy Friday, and from all of us here at Firebird TV, we hope you have an amazing weekend.